Welcome to Lewd Mood. I'm Becky.
And I'm Kelly.
And we're your hosts, two 40-something-year-old college roommates ready to take you on a wild ride through the bizarre, scandalous, and downright lewd news of the world and our own lives.
This is going to be good, folks. We promise you'll have a blast. So, without further ado, let's do this. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to episode 4. We are here. Let's go.
Let's do this, Kelly. I'm so excited. Episode 4. We have a hot one today.
Oof.
Maybe a bit of a throwback, too.
I think so. It's going to be a lot throwbacky. So I'm very excited about this.
I'm excited, too.
Oh, should I share with you what has just transpired in the last 48 hours of my life?
Oh, please. Yes.
I had an outer body experience the other day during my work review, and I quit.
No, you quit your job.
I sure did. I was just like, no, I can't do this anymore. I cried, and I was like, I have given so much of my time for this career, and I just can't do it. I cannot do this anymore.
Wow.
And I'm out.
Wow. Good for you.
Yeah. And
congratulations.
I feel fucking fantastic. A little scared because I don't have anything lined up right now, but it'll buff out. But
it'll be fine.
I was just like, fuck it. I'm out.
Wow. You quit your job. Good for you.
You're hearing this podcast with me. I'm doing it from the unemployment line.
Oh, pick up that check, girl. You deserve it. You paid taxes years.
Oh, yeah. That's right. All those taxes I pay with no kids. No discounts.
That sync life is paying off now.
It's more like a snick life right now because it's single no income.
Single no income, but you still have a cat.
You still got a cat. Randall's right now, like just with a little like bag on a stick, just like walking down. He's like I can't.
Little homeless kitty.
He's like a little homeless kitty.
Oh, Randall. Time to put that cat on only pause. Get some money out of him.
That's right. Get those little tootsies all snipped away and just
some of your nubs.
Show those little beans.
Little baby beans. I want to see them kitty beans.
Oh,
well, congrats, Kelly. Thank
you.
A major life change.
It is a major life change. So I'm excited to see what unfolds from here. But what do you got going on, Beck?
Well, this is really exciting news. Like really. Well, 2 exciting things have happened this week. Number 1, I saw a fucking turkey in my backyard.
I fucking love that.
Listen, this is not really that exciting, but I live in the city, okay? I mean, I live in the suburbs, but I live in the city suburbs. There is no wildlife to be found except usually a stray cat, which I have a story about that for another day, and I can't talk about it now, but I will tell you guys someday. But I was sitting on my deck. My son was playing on the deck, and all of a sudden he goes, "Is that a turkey?" I'm like, "That's not a turkey." And look up, it's a motherfucking turkey in my backyard. It was the most exciting thing that had happened in a really long time.
Was it delicious?
It wasn't very big. So we left it alone, just kind of sauntered through our neighbor's backyard to the street, scared some other kids that were trying to get to their car, and a turkey walked right by them. No one's expecting to see a fucking turkey when they walk out of their car. But
a little short king butterball.
Yeah.
Still needs respect.
I think it was a lady turkey. I think it was a hen. Yeah.
Get it, girl.
Yeah. It was very exciting. But even more exciting, Kelly, get this shit. I had a work event Thursday night, and the event was over. I was standing outside in the lobby of a movie theater where the event was at, and a woman walked up to me. And little backstory, I owned a business for 7 years, Kelly, you know, and I had a very visible internet presence, mostly due to my Instagram, and I still do have a lot of people who follow me on Instagram.
That's right, the Naughty Nail.
The Naughty Nail, yes. So I
follow me on OnlyFans at the Naughty Nail Me.
I wish I'd capitalized all that. No, so like it's not unusual for someone to be like, "Oh, I remember you from the Naughty Nail," or "You're Becky from the Naughty Nail," because I came to your store at some point, and it happens frequently enough that it's kind of like a funny haha that my friends and I. But never has anybody recognized me from our podcast.
Shut up.
Yeah. So shout out to our number 1 fan, Jennifer, who came up to me. Yes, Jennifer, we love you.
Semi-celebrities?
I think we're officially celebrity status when a stranger knows who we are. Yeah,
I love that. So, Jennifer, thank you for making Becky's dreams come true and mine as well. Even though I didn't get to meet you, but I heard you're fantastic. So, thank you.
yeah. We're basically
Um,
celebrities now.
and speaking of celebrities,
Yeah.
have you heard about Rebel Wilson?
Fat Amy from Pitch Perfect.
You know it. Well,
I
she's
love her.
not fat anymore.
No, she's not.
She's thin Rebel right now.
Then
But
Rebel.
Rebel, has written an autobiography. And in her autobiography, there's some interesting things. She basically says that Sacha Baron Cohen, Borat,
Yeah.
is the biggest asshole she's ever worked with.
Oh no.
Like a
Oh,
big
Borat.
POS. And then he like did this whole like gaslighting tour, and she's like, I got the fucking receipts. Like, back off, Borat.
Of course she
Um,
does.
but the most interesting thing I found in there
Hmm.
is, did you know that Rebel lost her virginity at 35 years old? 35.
35. Okay.
To a guy with the last name of Gooch. So
Gooch.
Rebel and the
Wait.
Gooch.
Gooch. The Gooch.
The Gooch.
Well, that's an unfortunate last name.
Yeah.
35 is
Gooch
you
was
don't
in her cooch.
the Gooch wasn't her Gooch.
The Gooch was in her cooch. And good for you, Rebel.
Get it, girl.
Um,
Listen, if you wait till you're 35, I think
yeah.
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I hope it was worth it. I can't imagine anybody with the last name Gooch being worth it. I don't know who this man is, and hopefully nobody listening loves him. But
I've seen pictures of him. He's okay.
oh, he is okay.
Yeah, he's
Well,
okay.
wow,
Yeah. Enough for
35.
the gooch and the
How
enough for the gooch and the cooch.
Gooch and the Gooch. I mean, it's. I wonder if she did that on purpose.
I hope so. That would be like the best comedic timing. You just wait. She was just waiting.
She was
She
just
probably could have.
waiting.
She probably could have
Oh,
done it
she's
like a number of
gorgeous.
times, but she was like, "This is not funny enough.
Right.
I
I
am
gotta wait.
waiting. I am waiting for the perfect opportunity to have a
Man,
great story."
if that was true, that she is committed to the
I
act.
I couldn't have waited till I was 35, but good for you.
No, no. How old were you when your flowers were picked from your garden?
Sounds so fucking weird.
Yeah,
But
totally
I
fine.
was 19. I was in college.
19.
I was freshman in
Okay.
college.
Yeah, that's
Sweet,
pretty
sweet,
typical.
very sweet, wonderful.
Nice.
Yeah,
I was 17
yeah.
and God, I hope my parents aren't listening to
Mhm.
this. I mean, I'm sure they know, but 17.
I was 8.
Nice.
I was 18. I had to do the math.
18. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I was a senior in high school and I remember it vividly, but wow.
Yeah. The gooch is loose.
The gooch was loose when I was in high school.
That's right. You got yourself a loose gooch.
A loose gooch. My gooch was not loose. My gooch wasn't loose.
Girl, you got yourself a loose gooch.
I think I'm gonna say that from now on. How loose is your gooch? Or
Uh,
your gooch?
the
Whatever you
gooch.
got.
Speaking of the gooch being loose, what
Yeah.
about the juice being loose?
Oh,
Let's do a little pop culture pop off 90s edition.
let's do it.
So the pop culture pop off has some of our favorite headlines from the 90s coming
Yes.
back in this week. So obviously, like we just alluded to, OJ Simpson had passed away. He had cancer.
Yes.
And he, as we know, was a controversial figure on whether or
Very.
not he killed his wife, which I think we all have an opinion
Yes,
on
acquitted
what.
in criminal court, but convicted in civil court.
That's right. So he owes the Goldman family a lot of money.
Which he doesn't have.
Um, but I thought I would read to you some of the comments.
Yes.
So I follow a comedian, Jeffrey Ross.
Oh, we love
He's
him.
hilarious.
Hilarious.
And it has a picture of OJ and it says, "Man, this one hurts," but it's spelled like Hertz Rent a Car, which is what he was like a sponsor of.
He was
But
a spokesman for Hertz for years.
but here is some of the comments. He can finally rest easy knowing his wife's killer is dead.
Oh, oh my God.
This guy says, "I'm calling his coffin the juice box."
Oh.
cancer just wrote a book about how he would have OJ if given the opportunity.
So that's funny.
If-
If you don't know, OJ wrote a book called If I Did It, and it was about if he had killed his ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and Ron Goldman, how it would have happened. But the best part about that book is
oh,
the Goldman family sued him for the rights of that book, got it, changed the title of it to basically, like, I Did It, and then have been bringing in
what?
the royalties from the sales of that
Good.
book.
Good for them.
Pretty great.
Oh
Pretty
my
great.
god.
Oh, man, the freaking
Uh, and then the last one I'll read is if them wings don't fit, you in deep shit. Uh,
Oh, I'm gonna have to go and read some of those now. People are so funny. People are so clever.
it was hilarious. Speaking of the 90s as well.
Yes.
So another douche canoe from the 90s has
Okay.
resurfaced in the headlines just today in People. Do you remember Jon Bobbitt?
Oh, I do.
Okay, so for any of those listeners who need a refresher of who Jon Bobbitt was a piece of shit.
Piece of
And
shit.
he would beat his wife on a regular basis.
Lorena was her name.
Lorena Bobbitt was her
Is her
name.
name.
Now, this is probably starting to ring some bells for people.
Yes.
Um, and he did this quite frequently. He would force himself on her sexually,
Yeah.
even, and she would be like, no. And he would be like, I don't give a shit. You're my
Mhm.
wife. You're my
Spo
property.
Yes, spousal rape, that's a real thing.
Spousal rape. Yep. And Lorena got so fucking sick of this that one day she chopped his fucking dick right off. Pow!
You wanna know what she used?
What she is?
A Ginsu 2000
Oh my god.
carving knife.
Good for her.
8 inches. I went like this. I went more like this. An 8-inch carving knife chopped
Good.
his dick right off. The best part about it, she
Oh
waited
yeah.
till he was sleeping,
Yep.
and then she took it, got in
Yep.
her car, driving down the road with it in her hand, was struggling to steer with one hand because she was holding the cut off dick in her hand. So
Yep.
she rolled the window down and threw it out into a field.
Threw
But
it
no,
on.
no, don't worry. They found it
They did.
and reattached it.
Yes. Priorities.
Priorities.
Yes.
Then, of course,
Uh,
they got divorced.
yes. And they got divorced. She did she serve some time for that? No, she was acquitted.
No, she pleaded insanity, and it
Good.
worked. And
I
it worked.
mean, that's a great. Yeah. I would have said yeah. She's probably a little tired of his shit.
You
So
know, I think any kind of long term abuse would make someone feel insane, but I
yeah.
just think that's a nice way of being like, we get it, we get
Yeah.
why you did it.
I would have cut
It
his dick
all
off
makes
too, is what the judge was thinking.
100%.
Yeah.
And this was the 90s where they didn't give two fucks what was happening to women. I mean, we still don't, but it was real bad back then.
It was real bad back then.
Uh,
And
believe it
then
or not, believe it or not, Kelly, guess what she does nowadays?
please like some kind of like home shopping network where you
No,
find
she
the Ginsu. She's a Ginsu knife salesman.
God, she should have been. That would have been a perfect
That would
marketing ploy.
so
Like
good.
perfect. No, she started a foundation for domestic abuse victims and
Good
children.
for her.
I don't know if it's still around, but she definitely did. But you know what John did?
I do know what he did, but why don't you tell everybody what he ended up doing?
Well, he starred in 2 pornos in the 90s.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean that was how he was making money. He says his penis looks normal. I'm putting air quotes around normal because I have a feeling it's not quite normal, but yeah, yeah.
It was normal, and now it's normal.
He still continued to be a piece of shit for the rest of his life. He had continuous abuse allegations, some criminal convictions, blah
Yeah.
blah, all that.
Yeah,
He's
he's
just like
still
POS.
he's still a piece of shit. But do you know why he's in the news now?
Oh yeah, why?
More appendages were chopped off of him. He actually put his little tootsies, his toes, into some contaminated water, and they had to
No.
chop his fucking toes off. Karma is my
Karma is my
blessing.
Did we start seeing Karma at the same time?
I love that.
Oh my god.
Ah,
Karma is a bitch, and
karma is a
boy, that's
bitch.
hilarious.
Oh man, I wanna hear the Ice Spice remix of that with just him getting his toes chopped off.
Just like chopping sounds in the background, like a ginsu on the table.
Oh my god, just
You know that thing came clean off. You know it did. You know
oh
it did. Those
yep,
things are sharp as hell. Like so scary sharp.
yeah. Oh, God
Whoa.
bless. God bless Lorena.
Yeah, I hope she's doing
Doing
well.
God's work.
She really
Doing
did.
God's work.
She really, really did.
I see the Ginsu.
Oh, the Ginsu 2000, or was it 3000? You know what I meant. It's some large number afterwards.
I
So,
know. Remember when everything was extreme back in the like 90s? It was like
oh my
extreme Mountain Dew, extreme Surge XXL.
Surge! I forgot about Surge. That
Everything's
shit was
extreme.
that shit was toxic. You know it was. It was like Mountain Dew with heroin in it. It was like if you chugged a Rockstar, a Red Bull, a Mountain Dew,
Oh my god.
and then snorted some coke off the back of someone's toilet. That was Surge.
Yeah. And then they wonder why people were into Four Loco.
Yeah, I wonder why. That's why you had to continually stimulate
I just
yourself
want
with
everything
something even
extreme. Give
better.
me all the dice.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh,
I
wow.
love that.
What a quality man, Jon Bobbitt
Yeah.
is, whatever, may his tootsies rest in peace. So,
I I wish that they just took the toes and threw them out the window.
well, maybe they
Just
did.
like, meh,
Medical waste.
just medical waste right out the whoop. See you
Just
later, bud.
right into the field on Maplewood Drive. You never know. You never know.
Oh my god, that's so good. Do you okay, speaking of some 90s stuff,
Yes.
um, and Surge, what are some of your favorite do you remember some of your, like, favorite foods from the 90s? Because I
Yes.
was talking about Surge, and it made me think of Dunkaroos.
Dunkaroos. Yeah.
Remember how great Dunkaroos were?
Gushers.
Oh
Gushers.
god, yep. Like, Gushers were so gross, but, like, also, like, you're just like,
They
you
were
just
gross,
kinda like
but also you wanted them so bad. They made your mouth turn blue. Like,
yeah.
oh, they were good.
This is why millennials look so much better than
Yes.
the Gen Zs.
You do remember what we were putting on our faces?
Oh my god,
St. Ives, Swiss formula, apricot scrub. Do you remember
apricots.
that shit?
Oh my god, like, I still like,
And then the
my
blue
face
mask.
oh my god, yes, and you just be like,
It was
"This'll
like
help my pimples if I just scrape my pizza face off."
yes, you would use this apricot scrub. It had like grit in it, like sand, basically. And you'd
Yes.
scrub the ever living shit out of your face. And then you would put that blue cooling mask
Yeah.
over it, and it would get
Uh-huh.
hard and crusty, which it
Yeah.
was cold because, of course, your skin is like on fire after you
Yes.
scrubbed it. But
Oh
they were like, use it twice a day. And I was like, okay. And I had terrible acne, and I can't imagine why. The
yep.
little grit was probably stuck in my pores everywhere.
It's not a blackhead, it's actual sand. You have
Just
sand
saying.
all over your
Just
face.
oh, yeah. You know,
Just
when I was a
no.
child, my mom would take us to the grocery store with her, and
Mhm.
she would say if we were good, we would get $1 and that we could spend it on anything we wanted in the grocery store, which at the time meant 3 sodas from the soda machine,
Okay.
2 candy bars because there were 2 for $1, or
Yep.
you'd get, like, a bag of chips. And do you remember the chips with Olean in them?
Oh, yeah, the ones that make you shirt.
On the front of the packages, it may cause explosive diarrhea. It said it
Yeah,
on the front of the
loose
package.
stool.
Loose stool. Never trust a fart after you've eaten Olean chips.
The
Those
juice
didn't
is
last
loose,
long.
and so am I.
Do you wanna know what I just remembered?
What?
Crystal Pepsi.
Oh, yes, right now. It was like the
What did it taste like?
it tasted like shit.
It was not good,
It
yeah.
was so
Oh,
gross.
Crystal
But I remember it
Pepsi.
had that Van Halen song, the Right Now song.
Yeah.
It's like the
It
new
looked so cool. It looked the coolest.
yeah, and then they would dye everything. It would be like, "Here, have this mustard that's also pink."
Yes.
Have the green ketchup.
Green
You're like,
ketchup,
this,
purple ketchup.
yeah, why?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Why we
I
let
couldn't have
stuff get
stuff like that. My mom didn't let us have a red 40, yellow 5 or 6.
Oh,
So, to
well,
this day, I don't like strawberry flavored shit because of that. So,
well, that's fair.
I
I,
guess.
however, ate Pop Tarts like they were going out of style.
All I wanted was a Pop Tart. I still don't like them to this day because I
Ugh,
never had them as a kid.
God. I always had a upset tummy at school, and
Mhm.
now I'm surprised I didn't have type 2 diabetes as like a teenager because I would be like, I'm gonna have chocolate milk and I'm
Yeah.
also gonna have a chocolate Pop Tart for
Yeah.
breakfast.
And a wild cherry Pepsi later.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And nachos for lunch.
Nachos,
Just
yes.
I'm surprised I didn't weigh like 8 million pounds. I ate like a
Well,
mm,
yeah.
yeah.
How did we not? I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I
I
don't know.
mean, yeah, I don't know. But man, it made us look young.
Well, did it? I don't know. Now we're, like, paying for it now. My 22-year-old, like, when I look at pictures of myself when I was 22, I look the same age I do now, and my
Yeah.
22-year-old looks like she's 14. Her skin is like glass. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't
Well,
know.
well, I'm preserved. I'm aging like a fine wine because when
Mm.
this comes out, it'll probably be my birthday.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
Well, I'm aging just as well as my esthetician will allow me to, so my face is full of chemicals.
I love that for you. Now that I'm unemployed, I will be using a
St.
bar.
Ives. St. Ives
St.
Swift
Ives.
Formula Apricot Scrub.
Just scrape that face off.
I'll just send you some on Amazon. It'll be there on Tuesday.
St. Ives, if you want to sponsor our podcast,
We are ready for you, and
we
I
are
will put the
ready.
blue mask on again. I'll
We
do it. I'll do it.
are ready for
I'll do it.
it.
I'll take one for the team.
Oh, I want to scrub my face to get ready for a date right now.
Maybe somebody you see on Bumble.
Let's do the Bumble Beat, shall we?
I'm ready. I'm ready. Give it to me.
All right. Becky, you have 3 suitors that you get to choose from. And here are your bachelors. Suitor number one, his name is John. He's 39 years old. He's a homeowner, no kids. Values are honesty, loyalty, and an introvert looking to travel. I know. And suitor number two is
Okay.
named Gordon. Gordon is 44 years old. He's just a dude looking for the ultimate friendship,
Hmm.
adventuring, and chill vibes.
Okay.
He's just chilling. He's a Buddhist and a moderate. Okay.
Okay. All right.
And suitor number three, his name is Seneca. He's 44 and he says he's a come find out type of guy. So, Becky, the game today is OJ Gooch Bobbitt. So, which one of these guys are you going to OJ? Which one are you going to get gooched by? And which
Hmm.
one needs to get Bobbitt?
Wow. Okay.
OJ Gooch Bobbitt. So,
And by OJ,
obviously,
you mean unalive. And by
so
Gooch,
OJ, which one would you want to unalive?
right?
By Gooch, which one would you want to have intercourse with?
Boy. Okay. Oh boy.
Which one would you want the Gooch in your cooch? And which one would you want to chop their dick off?
Oh God. All right. So
OJ Gooch Bobbitt, go.
okay. All right. All right. Well, Seneca is saying that why don't you come find out
Mm-hmm.
seems cocky off the bat.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna OJ that immediately.
Okay.
Not him, but just his profile is OJ'd off the table. Because of course I would never do something like that to a person. Boy. So John, the introvert,
Mm-hmm.
Gordon, the chill vibes.
Chill vibes, bro.
So the thing about an introvert
Mm-hmm.
is I am not an introvert.
Right.
So introverts probably find me to be a bit annoying.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's a good match. However, chill vibes makes me feel like he just doesn't give a fuck about anything.
Yeah.
So he's probably not somebody that's gonna like irritate me enough to bob it. So I
Mm-hmm.
guess Gordon gets we're gooching with Gordon.
You're gooching with Gordon. I like that. Gooching with Gordon. I
Could be
think
a
about
boring goochin, but it's the safest bet.
okay, let me see. Let's see what I would pick. Okay, so Seneca, I feel like Seneca likes to skank around town, and I think a lesson should be learned. He gets the
Oh.
bobbit. Boom.
Oh, okay, right off the
You
bat.
out.
All right, we're ready.
Um, Gordon. I think Gordon gets the OJ, but it's because we did such a fun adventure. We went skydiving, and his parachute didn't open.
Oh,
So
unfortunate. Okay,
poor R.I.P. Gordon. I'm so sorry
right.
that happened. So I guess John, let's do this. Since we were not both going to be Gucci with Gordon.
Well, really, the only person gooching is you.
That's true. I'm Gucci with all of them, except
You
Seneca.
could. The world
I feel
is your
like
oyster now,
I
hasn't it?
feel like
With
if
the
I'm Gucci with Seneca, I'm going to have to go back to the doctor and get a whole different round of tests.
yeah, yeah. Maybe we don't. Maybe we don't. All
He
right.
sounds a
Wow.
little icky, Becky.
It does sound pretty icky. This was boy, that was a tough one, but I got a couple. Let's just talk about our ick of the week, shall
Ick
we?
of the week. Yeah, yeah,
Ugh,
let's do it.
yes. Okay, well, I have a couple for you.
Oh my god, let's go.
One is straight on brand for what we've been talking about. Just the classiest shit today on this episode.
Very much so.
So, I think a major ick when somebody's putting on chapstick and
Mm,
they make butthole lips with their mouth. If
mm.
you're watching, you see. Make your
Little
lips open.
chapped.
Purse your lips. Put your
Mm-hmm.
chopstick. Those are
Chapped
butthole
little
lips.
butthole.
Butthole lips. No,
No,
I don't like it.
little lips are icky.
Just let them be and put it on like a normal person. They don't need to be like that.
Let my bee be.
That's my ick. Do you have any icks? I have another ick, but do you
Oh
have
my
any?
god, tell me your other ick.
Okay. You know when somebody, particularly men, post on their Instagram or their unfortunately their Snap stories, which I am just a observer on Snapchat. I am not a participator on Snapchat.
Right.
But when they post videos of songs playing on the radio while they're driving.
Oh god, yes.
Why? Okay, number 1, I don't give a fuck what showed up on your Sirius radio this morning. Number 2, you're driving. You should not be opening your Snapchat, opening your Snapchat chat story, and live filming. Like, why is it important? Number 1,
I
go on Spotify and
yeah,
just pull the song up if you really want us to hear it when you're
do
not operating a vehicle.
is it that important for me to know that you're listening to Morgan Wallen at 7:30 in the morning while you're driving to work?
Yeah, Morgan Wallen is
The
currently in
chair
custody.
the chair chucker?
What an idiot.
He's
I
such
want this on the record that I haven't liked Morgan Wallen for a long time because I think he is a
a
little POS.
yeah. Morgan Wallen is my ick of the week.
Oh, was he really?
He is so icky.
Ugh.
And sometimes I catch one of his songs and I'm like, this is kind of a bop.
Okay.
No,
The
But
songs are
then
good. Yeah.
but then he is a person
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, you are like awful.
Yeah, he is.
You're like maybe if once he goes to rehab,
He's been to rehab already.
I know he is
You know,
just
after he spewed the N word with a hard R, he went to rehab and
oh
then he threw a chair off. I have been to that bar he was
yeah
at in Nashville.
yeah
It's a long ass way that chair could
six
have killed someone.
6 floors, 6 stories.
He is lucky he didn't kill Broadway in Nashville, if you've been, is like the Strip in Vegas. There's
Yeah
not an open spot to be seen on that road. It is insanely busy, full of people
yep
who are intoxicated, a lot of
yep
bachelorette parties, a
yep
lot of live musicians out playing. It's
yeah
a miracle he didn't hit someone. What a dummy.
he is yeah he's a dummy. I like ugh. Morgan
Major
Wallen
A.
makes me like ugh. And then like what's with his hair?
I don't know. Listen, I do think that Morgan Wallen makes some catchy tunes, and he did just make a song with Post Malone, who is my celebrity hall pass. I
Yeah.
love him. Don't judge me, okay? I love Post Malone.
It's a little dirty, unshowered man. I like that for you.
Don't care. Yeah, it's not what I'm there for. I just like his music. I like who he is as a person. I think he's interesting.
Yeah, I
He's
do
not
like
cute. He's just, ugh, I love him. So he did make a nice little tune with him that is catchy. But boy, I can't support him otherwise. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
good.
Morgan Wallen's got that male ponytail energy,
He
which
does.
I personally don't have to deal with anymore.
Yes, and we love that for you. No
I
more
do.
ponytails in Kelly's life.
No more ponytail energy for Cal.
I love it. I love it.
Oh my god. In fact, I think we're done.
This was good. We covered some good shit.
What a great day. All right.
Well, Kelly, should we wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up, Becky.
Well, thanks for listening to Lewd Mood Podcast. I'm Becky.
And I'm unemployed. Bye.
Bye. Lewd Mood Podcast is produced by Kelly Lally and Becky Pospisil.
Music by Paul Size of Red Beat Entertainment.
Listen to our podcast anytime on Spotify Podcasts.
Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Lewd Mood